Hello YouTube, this is Detroit Borg, and here we have PDair's aluminum case for the iPad. So let's go ahead and take a look. So before we get the iPad in, let's just take a look at the case itself. Again, it's painted aluminum. This is the silver color. It's available in black as well. We can see this is the back of the case. It has a cutout for the Apple logo, and it has a vent at the top, and of course it has the openings to leave the iPad accessible to the headphone jack, buttons, dock connector, etc. On the side we have these grips and the clasp itself, and we can see that the clasp is already peeling off. Let's take a look inside. The inside is coated with neoprene so that everything is protected when you insert the iPad. The iPad is in no risk of being scratched by the case itself. We have this double hinge here, and the hinge itself is also covered in this neoprene. The edges are also covered in this neoprene, so you can see the corners all the way around. Now let's go ahead and install the iPad, making sure it's in the right orientation. I noticed that if you try to install this in any other way, the buttons that stick out will actually push down on the strips of neoprene on the side and actually peel them away. So make sure it's going in the right way. There you go. It fits in there pretty snugly, and you just close the case. So there you go, we have the Apple logo back here. Again, we see the hinge back here. The volume controls and the switch here is exposed. This is either an accelerometer switch or a mute switch, depending on what version of the operating system you're using. And we have the screen lock switch. We have a opening here, which isn't necessary. Looks like it's a port for a dock connector, but there is one down here as well. And we have the opening for the headphone jack and the microphone. On the front, you can actually see an indentation for the home button. Of course, in order to use the iPad, you do need to open this case. The best way to do it is just to fold it behind you. You can see that it kind of folds behind you, although the shape of the iPad itself does prevent it from sitting flush. Now, it isn't the most comfortable thing to hold. You do have the neoprene on the back to hold, but you're also handling the sharper edge of the case itself. So it's probably not the most comfortable case to use, but it does allow the iPad to sit at somewhat of an angle. So if you're using this for typing, it is useful. This case does allow you to prop it up on the edge. So you can prop it up just like Apple's iPad case. And you can see this is completely peeled off at this point, so I'm just going to take that off and leave it off. Overall, it's a very unique case. It does have an attractive look to it. It's very simple, it has this nice aluminum finish. It resembles the iPad itself. It's also very protective. It protects the screen from crushing or damage if you drop it. Unfortunately, it's not the most user-friendly case. It's not very comfortable to hold. So it may be good for those who are planning to leave this on a desktop. But if you're going to use this in your hands, it may not be the best option for you. So once again, guys, this is Detroit Borg taking a look at PDair's aluminum case for the iPad. Thanks for watching.